Let's talk about Symbiotic and restaking. Assume everyone around you has no idea about shared security or restaking. Explain what restaking is, how is it originated, and what was the need of it, and shared security, what does it mean, and explain it to us like we're 5 years old.
Redundancy is bad. Redundancy is hard. Redundancy is suboptimal. You want to have everything on one server. One server that you control, one server that's located somewhere safe, and probably that has one big backup. That's the redundant part. If we had that, some judge in some like Georgia or something would just write one border, and the Bitcoin would never happen. And we would never happen. Like also, none of the crypto like startups would ever happen. Didn't happen that way because Bitcoin was unstoppable. There is no point, one point of failure. Nobody can just stop you from validating blocks. As long as we have enough miners, Bitcoin will survive. Same as for Ethereum. As long as we have enough stake operating and we have consensus, but Ethereum is gonna survive. So how do we help people to go to stay decentralized and make it interesting for them? Because they're going suboptimal. They have multiple servers doing the work of like that one server will do better. Just the unstoppability of it is motivation. But let's create more, make decentralization cheaper. How do we do that? We will use restaking. What restaking does is let you use the same stake multiple times. So you don't have to pay as much. And so if you're locking the asset that you want to lock for one network, you need to pay 100%. You need to pay 10% APR for users to be interested in that, or like 5% APR. If you use a restaking, you can pay 2%, 1%. In restake 5 times and you get the same 5%.
Can you explain that with an example so it becomes easier for people to visualize?
Yeah. Just imagine you have Oracle network, Interop, FHE network, and like agent network. If they launched separately, each one of those needed to acquire some form of token or create some form of token and pay, so they diluted and create a sales pressure for that to launch decentralized, to pay operators for operating and stakers for staking. If they use restaking, they need to pay the fifth of that. So their sales pressure for their token at launch is 5 times less. This is the price, the capital optimization part here. But the other interesting part that goes way beyond optimization, if you can launch faster. Because for you to create your own economic base, you need to create foundation somewhere like or on the mail. For this foundation, you need to issue tokens. You need to like list those tokens somewhere. You need to pay market makers and like to do the liquidity provision things. So like this sort of whole negotiation and like launch of token, it takes months, if not years, for some companies. You can do that immediately with shared security. You don't have to have a huge economic base for a token. Just reuse somebody else's. Be that Ethereum, be that Coin, be that Uni tokens or like Arbitrum tokens, Optimism tokens, or any other widespread tokens that are going to be stable enough for you to use. Just imagine you're in the bull market, you want to test the traction for your protocol. You can start 6 to 16 months faster. You don't have to. And then you can launch a token even afterwards. You can work with like points or like any other model. And then when the time comes, but you already tested traction, you already onboard billions of dollars because you have billions of economic security. After a while, you can launch your token, you can go through all of the steps again. And you're going to be in completely different spot when you actually launch your token. Because you already have traction, you don't have to convince like as much people as much because you already validated your product market fit. In every step of this decentralization journey, shared security tries to mitigate the drawbacks of decentralization. See, it's even easier for you to, it's faster to launch. Again, you still have to pay for that, but you're gonna pay less. And like the last part of it is make sure it's easy to get the best operator set for your network. It's easy to get frameworks, SDK, helpers to launch your decentralized network. The journey is easier because before, now like it was semi-independent. Each network decentralized in its own way. It talked to operators. Operators got experience, but it was internal expertise. It was not like expertise that were like getting out a lot. So everyone goes through this tedious journey of a year and a half. most people do it incorrectly first, and then they try to figure it out. If they get product market hit, they try to fix their allocation, delegation model. It takes a lot, and a lot of people and what we fight against in shared security is they get, oh, I'm gonna start centralized. I'll figure something out. Yeah, like I'll start centralized. It sends a really bad message to the industry.
Right.
Every huge protocol that starts centralized sends the message that it is normal, which is not. You are destroying the value proposition of crypto. If we are centralized, our UX is going to be always worse than centralized solutions.
Right.
And what they're going to be fighting, like they have like centralization in bank, and your optimization is not going to be so great, and you're going to be easily closed within seconds. Just one Hancock, and like at some point, police comes to one person, 3 person, and your protocol is done.